Breaking news this week, professional scripture twister Mayor Pete Blasphemer Buttigieg is out of the race to win the Democrat nomination for president. There's also one less billionaire running. Hedge fund manager Tom Steyer dropped out after having spent hundreds of millions of dollars and failing to be competitive in a single state. And sadly, probably pressured by the Democrat establishment to bow out, maybe the most competent candidate, Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar, also stepped down as well. Now, up to now, the Democrat media and party leaders have been preaching about their tedious talking points about how woke, diverse, young, and inclusive their party is today. Well, the average age of the top four candidates now? 76. And get this, the top three frontrunners are filthy, rich, white men. Get the popcorn ready. We're in for a wild ride. I'm David Fiorazzo, and this is Christ and Culture. So Elizabeth Warren is apparently staying in the race to play spoiler for Sanders, or maybe to lobby for a VP spot with whoever gets the nomination. Warren is in her early 70s, I guess, and quite irrelevant at this point, but it's bewildering that she made it this far. So, out of the top four contenders, 3 are millionaires, 1 is a billionaire, and they're old. Sanders would be 80 years old his first year in office as president, God forbid. Bloomberg is 78. Biden is the spring chicken at 77 years old. Now, the reality the Democrats find themselves confronted with goes completely against the rhetoric they've been spewing for years about the party of youth and diversity. Now, Victor Davis Hanson of the Hoover Institution summed up their weak candidate problem by saying the current field is the worst we've seen since Walter Mondale lost in a landslide to Ronald Reagan. Last night, in an interview with Tucker Carlson on Fox News, Hanson added this.
After a year of all of this wokeness and diversity and white privilege, what did we end up with? We ended up with 3 old white guys who are 77 and 78 with a Marxist, neo-Marxist as the presumptive leader, and all of them have a history of insensitive remarks about women or things they've written. So it's a complete antithesis of the whole premise of the Democratic Party.
Wow, I find this so fascinating for many reasons. Do you remember when progressives and the liberal Democrat media, which kind of might be one and the same, mocked the idea of Donald Trump being elected president because of his age, among other reasons? And you probably forgot how they blasted John McCain in 2008. One of the many Hollywood actors who think they have all the answers, Matt Damon, once said in an interview that McCain probably wouldn't survive his first term, and then we'd have President Palin. All these doomsday proclaimers are pretty quiet today about the old age argument, right? And to those of you who are part of the ridiculous Never Trump movement, listen now. You say we need to be concerned about character, morality, and principles, right? So are you seriously willing to be so hypocritical as to rally behind one of the candidates who supports abortion on demand, who is against religious freedom for Christians, or one that supports some level of gun control, another who compliments communist regimes? Do you really support a candidate, Joe Biden, who said transgender equality is the great civil rights issue of our time and was part of the administration that began the push for socialized medicine in the United States? Now, let's face it, there are no moderate Democrats running who have a chance to win the party nomination. This should tell us a lot about the downward spiral and leftward sprint of politics in America. And of course, Buttigieg and Klobuchar have been strongly encouraged to endorse bumbling Joe Biden. So, what do we make of all this? Christian friends, please read and know what the Bible teaches. Please engage in culture and be preserving salt and the shining light Christians are instructed to be. And please vote your conscience. Also, please don't support government over God. Don't endorse infanticide or the slaughter of innocent children. Please don't condone, by your vote, gay rights or the lie of, quote, gay Christianity. The moral relativism of transgender ideology, the socialist theft of our money, climate alarmism, or the endless attacks on our constitutional rights to worship Jesus Christ, live freely, and share our faith. God bless you, and keep speaking the truth about things that matter.